Hey guys, welcome back. It's a late Boy Scout. It is the end of 2016. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year, everybody. And are you surprised we made it to the end of 2016? In some ways I am. But what I wanted to do today was share with you guys an EDC update. The stuff I'm carrying in my pockets every day, on my person every day. Some things have changed since last year. And so it's kind of critical, or kind of important, I think, to kind of show you how things have improved, how things have changed. And there are a couple of things that I think are huge winners that are not on the table yet that I'm going to talk about that are really cheap and really kind of make a huge difference for me in particular, and I think they will for you as well. So do stick around to the end of the video if you can. You'll also see a lot of stuff you've seen in years past, but that's just how it goes, because some of this stuff is just great and I've stuck with it. And a lot of that stuff is on screen right now. So let's go ahead and knock out what you see on screen first off. And by the way, patches are available. Use the link down below if you like it. The phone is the iPhone 5S. Yeah, that's right. That's the one I'm carrying lately. Paracord bracelet has changed a little bit. I'm using, well, this is not paracord. This is, what is this stuff again? Anyway, it's really nice. It's like paracord, but just thinner, lighter weight. A lot easier to work with and use and kind of do cool stuff with, and I love this skinny little bracelet and the way that fits on my wrist. And so you've seen that in a lot of videos, and I've been wearing this a lot lately. It's done up in the slim ripcord style, which obviously you undo this and then it just comes apart into about a 6 or 8 foot length of cord. Very usable cord. It could be a shoelace, could be something to bind some stuff together and kind of help me carry things, rig some kind of a backpack or whatever. Definitely love having some kind of a cordage on me, and this is the stuff that I've been choosing to carry more frequently. I'll leave links below to all the stuff, including the cord, so that you can pick some up if you're interested in it. The watch, still using the G-Shock Riseman, sent to me by my friend Gavco, knife maker, custom knife maker, does some fantastic work on knives, and was generous enough to send me this watch for Christmas one year. And so, love it, and I'm still wearing it all the time. Next, the Sharpie, still in pocket, little keychain Sharpie. I have like 4 more of them in the drawer that are untouched, and they stay there, and I use them until they're completely dead and move on. Obviously, I've worn off the logo, and it's kind of scratchy, and you can tell that it's been sitting in pocket with multi-tools and other things because it's extremely useful. Highly recommend carrying a Sharpie or some sort of a writing implement, but Sharpie more specifically because it's just so versatile. Burt's Bees lip balm. Haven't found anything better. I've tried a number of other things. The only thing I wish this had is SPF going on, because it's got none of that. So when you're out training or shooting for long hours, yeah, it can, you don't have any protection. And so if I'm going to go to front sight or some other place like that, or going to be outdoors for a long time, Burt's Bees is just not going to do it, especially if I'm in the sun and not getting much shade. It's not going to do the job, and I'll have to bring along some SPF lip balm instead. In all other situations, I love this stuff, and it's my favorite still. Knife, they've been, you know how I am with knives. Knives come and go, and there's lots of them. And they keep changing. This one is the CRKT, what's it called again? Follow Through. Yeah, the Follow Through Compact by Ruger, and love it. And by the way, if you want to see what knives are my favorites for 2016, stick around, because that video is coming too, and there may be some surprises there as well. So do stick around for that one. Pen, here's one. You've seen this one a lot as well. This is the KZ, whatever you call it, tactical pen, nail pen, I don't know. Anyways, it unscrews right there. It's got a Fisher Space Pen on the inside. You can screw the cap on right there. Big old thing to grab onto to yank it out of your pocket. Dangerous as all get out with that point right there. Super durable, super useful, obviously. I like having a ballpoint pen on me at all times, as long as I can. What else? This is no surprise right here either. The Leatherman Squirt PS4 multi-tool, keychain multi-tool, pocket multi-tool in my case. I've got it on me just about all the time. It can go anywhere. I sometimes even stick this on a little chain necklace and walk around the house with it if I feel like that's the easiest way to carry it and the only way I can carry it. But there it is. Squirt PS4 is with me all the dang time. Moving on to a flashlight that you haven't seen yet, or at least I haven't reviewed it yet, and I may. Bronte BT01, the guys that make these, hit me up and sent it to me, and I was totally happy to receive it because this thing goes for about 13, 14 bucks, if that, and pumps out 150 lumens, or that's what they advertise, from a single AAA battery. It appears to be perfectly waterproof. It's got the O-ring seal on it, as well as lots of dead skin and dust in there, as you can tell, because it's gross and it's been used and carried a lot. But it's just the twist-on type of flashlight there with multi-modes to it. Low, medium, high, it looks like. And is there a strobe? I think there's a strobe. Yeah, that was it just then. Anyway, I keep passing by it, but it's got a strobe mode on it. And yeah, there it is. It's low, medium, high, and strobe. And it's so light, so small. Goes backward. You can reverse the clip there, so you can have it sitting in your pocket like so, or you can put that on your ball cap just like that. Love that. The size is excellent. The power is adequate in my opinion. Obviously no defensive capabilities with this, but that strobe is hugely useful in emergency situations. For instance, roadside emergency situations, and you want to be able to warn traffic of your position. Turn that to strobe, point it at traffic. Yeah, you'll get some people moving over and giving you space. So that's huge, and I love having something like this available to me at all times. Again, fits in pockets so nicely and easily. Comparing it to the lip balm, it's it's about the same size as a lip balm. So super easy to have that handy. Let's bring some of these players back onto the stage. I keep moving everything off. Might as well leave it where you can see it so that you know what we've got. Moving on to, let's see, how about we go to the keychain next, because there's some cool things on here that I want to show you guys. Starting off with something old that you've seen before, the Night Eyes S-Beaner. That is the number two S-Beaner, and I've just got a little paracord that I put that through my belt, and I've been doing this for years, and I love it. Next, car key, obviously, house key, and other keys on there, but we have here another Night Eyes keychain tool. This is the doohickey. There's a number of versions of the doohickey. This one's the little carabiner clasp type with some wrenches in there. Haven't tried those, but it's got that little ruler on there as well. This is really handy. I use that for all kinds of stuff very frequently. It's a nice little pry bar, package opening kind of a device, and that's not very sharp, so it can break tape is about it. Bottle opener, obviously, and that's a big, nice flat screwdriver there. So good little multi-tool that takes up almost no space on your keychain. Nice and flat, lightweight, hollow, obviously. So good little tool. And what are they, like $5 on Amazon, I think? This is what I guess I better show you this first. Another hank of paracord. And I've gone back to, once again, that same stuff. That really thin stuff, which I love. Okay, next, this flashlight is awesome. The new Nightcore, not new, but it's the Nightcore Tube. Weird name for a flashlight, but that's what it is. And we've just got a single bulb out there. Okay, that's all it is. No sort of reflector or anything to project it. But we've got multi-modes on it. So we go low like that, press it again, and it goes high. And one really cool feature it has is you hold it to low, press it on low, and then you press and hold it. Look at that. It scales up and then scales down. It goes all the way up and then drops down. That is cool. That is way, way cool. But that is not the coolest feature about this. Check this out right here. This thing is supposed to be waterproof, or at least maybe water resistant, I don't know. But I've dropped it, done all kinds of stuff with it, and found it to be perfectly durable. USB. You can recharge this thing by way of USB. No hunting around for stupid, button-sized batteries you got to pay $4 a piece for at your local hardware store. Forget about it, dude. Plug it in by USB and recharge it. So I've already gone through at least one cycle recharging this thing, maybe two. My wife just finally got around to recharging hers as well. I got one for her keychain because it's just far superior to any other keychain flashlight that I've tried. Lightweight, way lightweight. And just, the fact that it's rechargeable. It's excellent. I love that. So the Nightcore Tube, it's about $10. And again, I think it's better than any other keychain flashlight I've seen so far. I don't like hunting around for those button batteries, dude. If I can recharge my flashlight, I'm all about it. $10. Oh, so cool. That's the keychain. We're going to save the handgun to last, I think. One other thing though, got the bandana, always and obviously. Cotton bandana, I carry, I think I have 3 or 4 of them. This is the sort of beige colored one that I've had for a long time. And it's good for any number of things. I don't know why I need to say what a bandana is good for, but I keep it on me all the time. It helps to carry stuff, it helps to clean up things, it's great. This is a game changer right here, guys. This is one of the things, I guess this is the thing, really, and I'll show you the handgun here in a second as the finale, but this is really the thing that I discovered this year that is sort of the game changer for EDC. The Readyman EDC belt sleeve. This thing is amazing. And why is it amazing? It's just a little sleeve of elastic, that's all it is. But it's so stinking versatile, and you can tell that I've been using it pretty well as it's starting to fray and kind of break apart here. It doesn't matter. I'll use this thing until it's dead and get another one because they're only about $8. This thing, you slip it on your belt, obviously feed your belt through it. Doesn't really matter how big your belt is because it stretches to accommodate, stretches a lot. You feed your belt through it and then it just sits there and it's flat when you don't need it. As soon as you do need it, it holds whatever you need it to hold. You can stick a pen in there and hold it that way. You want your pen there, there's your pen. Yank it out like that when you're ready for it. You can get your pocket knife down in there easily. Okay? You can hide your pocket knife in there and have that on your belt rather than in your pocket. And a little more covert, a little more less noticeable. You can have your multi-tool, little or big. How about this guy right here? Remember the Leatherman Signal? Squeezes in there easily, right? And you can have that on your belt. You can have a full-size multi-tool sitting there horizontally on your belt, not taking up any, real estate that you would normally have used. Or you can push this around to any spot on your belt you want it to be, and then you can have that stuff, whatever it is, at the ready. In particular, what I've been using it for, it's a spare magazine holder. I don't like these things floating around in my pocket if I don't need them to be floating around in my pocket. I'd rather have them in a position where I can index them properly, draw it out, and be able to reload from an indexed position again. So that would be on my belt like so. This goes in just like that. Feels kind of loosey-goosey right there, but all you got to do is push it all the way to the magazine. Again, with some belt tension as well, it holds in there pretty nicely. When you need it out, you don't get a fish out. You don't fish in it from this, or fish for it from this direction. You just push this way, comes out that way. You're properly indexed, insert it into your gun. So again, I think the Readyman.com EDC belt sleeve is a game changer for EDC. This is the coolest thing. I've looked for other things like this, and I've tried other things like this, more sort of rigid pouches that will hold magazines or whatever, designed for certain magazines. This holds anything. I love that about this little device. So again, I can't recommend this more highly. It's again, Readyman.com. Just look up EDC belt sleeve. I think they're about $8. Brandon over at MTR had some of these in a drawer and just gave me one, and I've been using it ever since, and I'm going to buy some more because they're great. And lastly, let's get to the gun. You can kind of tell what it is if you're smart, and if you know guns, you'll know what this spare magazine goes to. This is the magazine that locks the slide back on what? The new Ruger LCP2. And that is the handgun. That is the updated handgun for 2016. And yes, it's hot and it's going to stay that way. It's pointed in a safe direction. I'll talk more about this in another video for sure. Don't worry about it. But this has become my new everyday carry pistol, and for very good reason. It's a huge improvement over the original LCP, which I had been carrying for a while. Just a vast improvement. Trigger is fantastic. It does lock back now. The grip on it is nice and fat, and yet you take off that little, the floor plate that hooks down and kind of creates that little shape right there, this one. Take off that floor plate, go with the flush floor plate, and it conceals just as well as the original, in my opinion. Looks, I could take or leave the looks. I think they're fine. I'm really not bothered by them. Trigger is fantastic on this one, and it's just a humongously better gun all around. Again, we'll talk more about it in future videos, but that is the updated EDC pistol for 2016, along with the spare magazine, of course, in the Readyman EDC sleeve. And that is this big mess of stuff. That is my EDC for 2016. This is where things stand as of at the end of 2016. Things have kind of shifted around throughout the year, but what I've got right now, I think I'm going to be sticking with for a good long while. I love this stuff. All this gear is fantastic gear. Again, knife kind of comes and goes. Lots of different things swap in and out of pocket. But everything else here is fantastic. Maybe one day I'll get another watch just because I might try some other watches. But aside from that, yeah, this is the EDC. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Again, happy Christmas, Happy New Year, Merry Christmas, Merry New Year. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being there. Thanks for subscribing. Do give me a like if you liked the video, and patches are available if you're interested in buying them. I'm a late Boy Scout. Catch you later.